first time the guys have played together and I'm in a tournament. They came third in their bracket, weren't enough, didn't big enough points to go through to the knockout stages. But I'm impressed. They played really, really well. Under pressure, they panicked a little bit. So there's a few things we've got to work on in training. But you know, the likes of Marcus, he played outstanding all day today. He played every single point. And you know, on the way home today, I wouldn't be surprised if he's asleep in the car. Shelley Farmer, again, she played every single point bar one. She played out of her socks. Them two really held the bag side together. I think if it wasn't for them two, we would have been walked over on that side. We had two guys playing back centre. We've got Buzz Lightyear, and we've got Ben Scott. Both guys have stuff to work on, but they both proved to be an asset to the team. So again, they've done really well, especially Buzz in the last couple of points. He started to find his way, and after a bit of advice, he ended up being a proper back centre player and shooting his whole pack, not just 2 or 3 pots. So, you know, in the event he improved in himself. Our snake guys, Amy and Spencer, played phenomenal. Amy, I've known Amy for years now, and he kind of got a bit content at one point. I think him coming to play for us is going to get him back on target, because...
What do you mean by content?
He kind of got into a stage where he's like, yeah, I'm Billy Big Bollocks, I know what I'm doing, you know, and he started floating around the scene, and he's not had a proper team to play with. He started off with us up at Mayhem, and then he moved on to other teams. He moved on to SDD, he moved on to Fearless, and then he joined the Tigers family. He never actually, he was in Tigers 2, and never actually really got any playing time. You know, we had a bit of an issue. I had a heart-to-heart with Amy at Saint-Tropez when it was his birthday, and we sorted stuff out, and he started getting more game time and stuff like that. And then the start of this season, he didn't have a team to play for, and I didn't think we'd better fit him into our roster. And after rejigging some stuff around, and I've got players who are on the roster who can't commit fully, so I've had to bring him in for the event, and he impressed me so much today that I actually said to him that I want him on the team full time. I want him to be a Tigers PBR player for the rest of this season, because there was points he had I think it was a 3-on-1 or a 4-on-1 against London Nexus kids, who they played outstanding. They came top of our division and they played brilliant all day. And I think they're going to be our main team to beat this year. It's one of the opposing big guns. You've got the Tigers family. Now we've got a Nexus family of like four teams. So they're going to be our competition in that division. And he was on his own, playing back corner, and it got to a point where I was coaching, and he listened to me. And Amy he never used to do that. He used to think that he knew what to do. So that's what I mean, where he become content, but now he's starting to, you know, come to terms with, like, you know, he needs instruction. He's still young, so he still needs to learn. So he had a 4-on-1 and took the point into overtime. So, you know, he played really well, and and our other snake side player, Spencer, he's going to be next year. I'm going to have to try and bribe him with money or something, or just tie him to a chair and leave him in a dungeon, release him at an event, because he is going to get nabbed by a pro team. He's already training with the development squad of Tigers, which is brilliant for him. Not so good for us because he don't get to train with us, but we're going to change our training sessions so we train with the development squad, so all our players are training together. Plus the development squad have better players on their roster to help us improve as a team. And Spencer's he's young, he's 14, I think he's 14 years old. he had the last point. He had an outstanding point. You know, he would have thought that he was professional. He plays like a Russian. He reads the field like a Russian player does. What do you think of? Actually, look at it this way. Think of Fedorov. Look at the way Fedorov plays, and look at the way watch the way Spencer plays. And there are slight similarities in how he reads the field. And today he done really, really well. I'm really impressed with all the guys. So the event overall, for me, I thought was good.
What do you think lost it? Is it because you only missed out by points?
Well, we won three games, lost 2 games. The ones we lost, both points we lost went into overtime.
Do you think that was because players got tired, or they just?
No, I think it was they weren't playing their normal paintball because the pressure was on. Because it comes down to literally 1 point, and silly mistakes were made in both of those games. Mistakes that could have been prevented. One that sticks in my mind at the moment is Ami decided he was going to make a bump, but in making that bump he got shot. He went through 2 lanes and got shot, and then he had a bit of a flit out moment, lost his temper a little bit and got a 1-for-1, and that lost his player. So a little mistake there cost us that game. The second game in overtime was same kind of thing really. People weren't relaxed, they were on edge and they were twitchy and they were getting shot from places they shouldn't have been got shot from. You know, it's little mistakes that we need to tighten up on, you know, iron out those creases, and I think the next event will be a stronger team altogether, I think.